All right, so primary principles of the electrical system is that you cannot parallel AC power sources, and once you connect a power source to an AC transfer bus, the previously selected source gets disconnected. It is set up, the distribution system of an AC system, a DC system, and a standby system. We have circuit breaker panels, which are primarily behind the FOC and the captain's seat, and there's a couple of circuit breakers that are located on the center pedestal in front of the rudder adjustments. Cannot reset a circuit breaker unless it is deemed necessary for safety flight by the captain and directed by the QRH. And if we do reset it, you gotta wait for 2 minutes for it to cool. So not a bad opportunity at that point to kind of throw in, you're throwing in limitations, you're volunteering them, so you don't have to get them pulled out of you. And it just makes for the appearance of confidence that you know what you're talking about. And then hopefully the check airman kind of tunes out. That's your goal. Okay, so starting at the bottom here, we've got our generator select switches. We've got one for each generator. We've got 2 for the APU generator. On, off, spring loaded to the center. When I turn the generator on the bus, turn the generator on, and the generator, if the engine is running, generator will come on the bus. Same thing for the right side. The APU generator will works the same way, but we have 2 switches here to manually select APU generator to power either AC transfer bus 2 or AC transfer bus 1. There's 2 switches because in the event that we have an engine failure or generator failure, we can have the APU come up to power the failed generator side and have the operating generator power its respective AC transfer bus. So that's why there's 2 switches there. Generator off bus means just that. That generator is not powering its respective AC transfer bus. This is referring to AC transfer bus 1, and that's referring to AC transfer bus 2. Source off light means I have not manually selected a source of power for that transfer bus, or the source that I had selected has been disconnected. So the previously selected source has been disconnected. Transfer bus off light means that respective AC transfer bus is off. It is not being powered. APU gen off bus means that the APU is up and online and available to power, but it is not powering either or both of the AC transfer buses. As soon as that APU is powering one of the transfer buses, that light will extinguish. We've got a bus transfer switch here. It's an off and an auto. The auto function of it allows auto switching of the bus tie breakers to ensure that your AC transfer buses always remain powered in the event that you lose a source of power that's online for that respective AC transfer bus. It also ensures that it provides power to the DC bus tie relay. So DC buses 1 and 2 have a constant source of power as well. If I turn that off, then that auto switching functionality is now disabled. Ground power off and on switch, this just allows me to select ground power to the aircraft. If that ground power available light is illuminated, that means ground power is connected to the airplane and it meets proper quality, frequency, and volts to power the aircraft. We've got our disconnect switches. These are our generator disconnect switches. We have independent drive generators called IDGs. If they need to be disconnected for whatever reason per the QRH, red guarded switch, they're safety wired in place. Safety wire, disconnect them if the engine's running. Then they'll disconnect the IDG from the engine. Once you do it, you cannot reconnect it in flight to maintenance function. The drive light is associated with the generator. It means that there's low oil pressure in the IDG. IDG, it provides, I think of it as like an automatic transmission. It provides constant speed for the generator when the engine's running at variable speeds. And when that oil pressure is low, that drive light will come on. Okay, we've got a standby power system here. Standby power switch here is auto, off, and battery. In the auto function, under normal circumstances, the standby power system is powered by the AC system. So AC standby bus and DC standby bus and the battery bus are all powered by from the AC transfer buses 1 and 2. That's a normal, that's how it likes to be powered. If I lose AC power, auto switching is going to allow the AC and DC standby buses to be powered by the battery. AC standby bus being powered by the static converter from the battery, the DC standby bus being powered by the battery. If I take that switch to off, then I have removed power to the AC and DC standby buses. If If I put it to battery, then I have forced the AC and DC standby bus to be powered by the battery, independent of any other electrical circumstance. Standby power off light means that I have lost power to the AC standby bus, DC standby bus, or the battery. Any one of those three or a combination of. Got a battery switch here, it's off and on, so that turns on the battery, and then if there's no power connected to the aircraft yet, and I turn the battery switch on, it's going to ensure that I have 5 buses powered. The hot battery bus is already powered just by the battery being connected. Then when I turn that switch on, 4 more buses come alive, which is the switch hot battery bus, AC and DC standby buses. Cabin utility in-flight entertainment in a 700, this is just galley power switch. What this is going to do is provide galley power or cabin utility to the buses in the back. So it's going to, the galley power buses and the main buses are going to get power now by turning these on. Provides things like power to the galley, the labs, recirc fans, broadband, those types of things. In the event that the aircraft needs to load shed, single generator situation, when it needs to shed loads, it's going to shed these first. It's going to do the main bus and galley bus off AC transfer bus 2 first, and then same thing off AC transfer bus 1. When I get another power when in flight, if I'm a single power source, single generator, once I get another generator online, I cycle the switch, I can get the loads to come back online. This is my AC/DC metering panel. This is on this side, this is the DC side, that's the AC side. So if I want to see what the amps and volts are, or any one of these items, I just select it and it'll show up here. Here I'm going to get amps, frequency, and volts of my AC side. Got a battery discharge light. This tells me that I have excessive battery discharge. It's common if I'm starting the APU off the battery, that'll come on during the APU start. TR unit light will illuminate on the ground if I have a failure of TR1, 2, or 3. And in flight, it's TR1 or TR2 and 3, combination of those. TR2 and 3 or 1. The electric light, that's on the ground only light, it's non-dispatchable light. It means that I have a fault in the DC or standby system. And that is it. Any questions?
I'm a little confused on the